Welcome into another Twitch stream here for the Bowling Green Hot Rods. We certainly appreciate you joining us this evening. After the severe whooping that I received at the hands of Caleb Sampson, I've decided not to take it easy. And now joining us is 2018 Hot Rods pitcher, Drew Strotman. Hey, Drew.
Hey, how's it going? Happy to be here.
That's all we're looking for. Same with me. I'm just happy to be here, not expecting really anything beneficial to happen for me. But as we mentioned, you were here for a little while in 2018. We'll kind of get to what caused you to leave and what you've done since then to kind of reintroduce you to some of the fans that we have here. I know for you, you're going to be sharing this stream also on your Twitch stream. We'll hit on it later, but just so that fans can go and give you a follow or something like that, how do they get to your Twitch stream?
Twitch.tv/dstrade. You can type that into your URL, or if you're in the Twitch browser, you can just hit the search button and it's dstrady. Simple DSTROTY.
Perfect. Like I said, we'll get to that. And fans, as you pile in here, don't forget you can always leave us some comments and in the chat there, and we'll certainly work our way to you as the game or games go on, as we learned last week. But for now, let's get the game set up. So, Drew, I've got us at 9 innings, all-star, turning off the quick counts. Strike zones and hot zones are both on, no balks, because I found out the hard way that that's not great. Do you have a preference as far as umpire accuracy?
I mean, I prefer perfect.
Okay.
You know, the game's moving towards automatic strike zones anyway, so we might as well be ahead of the curve.
All right. What about close plays? Do you have a preference on that one, on, off? I've never understood what that.
Aim for perfect usually.
All right, and then I always turn the ejections and injuries off just because they shouldn't matter in this.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll send you over the challenge there. So again, coming into this one, I'm technically 1-3, or 1-2, sorry, in the Hot Rods Twitch stream play. We got Alan Strong in that first game, haven't beat him since. And then we got by Caleb Sampson last week, which was, again, not ideal. Still licking my wounds over that, but we're here for your enjoyment, so.
Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
May the best man win.
Hopefully. I have a feeling that I know who the best man is, and it's not going to be the guy that's in Bowling Green currently. All right, so do you have a preference as far as what stadium you like to play in?
I've been playing in the new Rangers Stadium a lot.
Okay.
But I really don't have a preference.
All right. Let's pull up the Ranger Stadium then. Maybe that's my problem, is that I'm just too accommodating. I'm letting everybody play at the stadiums that they want to be at. Let's see here. You want to open up the roof, or you want to keep it closed?
Wow. Let's open it up. Let's have us a good weather day.
Good weather day. You have like a time of year Sampson was like very particular. He's like, I wanted October. I wanted 7 p.m.
I usually play October 7 p.m. as well.
But you want it sunny instead of overcast? Clear skies?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's see. All right, we're going to throw... Whoa, what just happened there? All right. Do that. For some reason, it kicked me back out to the start screen. But, all right. We're going to throw Kopech at you to start.
High velocity.
High velocity. That's the only way I'm going to be able to hang in this.
I can only describe him as fuel.
Fuel. Okay. That's a new one. Let's see. What do we got here? You have that Brandon Marsh card, that 99 Sandberg, JD Martinez. He's actually... for a gold hitter, he's very good. I've gotten a lot of success with that JD Martinez card in some of the showdowns and things like that. He's actually really, really easy to use.
Yeah, I usually use him off the bench, but I put him into my lineup to have everybody in position, because I usually have one or two guys out of position that didn't want to do that tonight.
Right now, we are getting inundated with, I'm assuming, fans of yours in the chat area that says they're just repeating D-Strot pitch.
Oh, that's that's an emote that you can use in my channel. They're probably trying to put that in the chat. Just not.
It is just showing up as text on my side.
Huh, interesting.
All right. I'll take that. I'll take it.
No matter how you start, it's about how you finish.
Right, absolutely. You just gotta, it's a feeling out process.
That is high velocity.
That's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. So is there any particular reason, because I know, like,
I like to have good contact, like well-rounded hitters at the start, some power guys mixed in there, and then, just high-quality hitters at the backside. I try to mix it up kind of right, left, and right, because I know on the defensive side, sometimes you try to align pitchers to guys, certain weaknesses. So I try not to allow somebody to have lefty and face 3 guys in a row or struggle against lefties.
Sure. We've got
tough to catch up to.
Caleb Sampin has appeared. He's going to haunt me for the rest of my life now. He's just the specter. And now I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's a lot. I'm not sure if he's taunting me right now because it says Gallo and Mondesi, all that matters. Who cares after that?
That's all he needs in his lineup.
That's not great for me. All right, so we get the Gregorius, and you are going last now. That's the Player of the Month one, right?
Yep.
All right.
Not quite the high fire of Kopech, but
no, but he's pretty good. Pretty good.
I didn't think I'd be too nervous because I already streamed. I can't lie. The game's not quite the same.
No.
On a different stream.
Oh, there's that Bruhan card. Look at that.
Come on, Brew.
Bounce right back up the middle. Just did you like that? That's how he's going to do it. Okay, hey, kid's trying to carve his way to the big leagues. Oof. That 96 has some giddy up on it, though. It gets on you pretty fast. Might be, we talked about it before, it might be the shrunk screen that I operate out of.
Could be.
We're going to throw that out there. We're going to throw that out there early. So, Drew, one of the things that we do on this stream is we have our creative services director, and for the sake of this, executive producer Nick Jordan over in his apartment, and the stream runs through him, and he actually puts some really nice graphics up on the screen. So we have a little bit of information about you, just in general. But the thing that we know is you were here in 2018 for a little time, and I say a little time. I mean 9 outings isn't exactly a small amount of time. It's pretty good. What did you really take away from your time here in Bowling Green?
Interestingly enough, I had a lot of overlap between Bowling Green and Hudson Valley in terms of not only the guys that I played with, because we play with a lot of the same group year to year as you move up, but also some of the coaching staff. We had Craig Albanaz, the manager, move up. We had Brian Reith as a pitching coach at the time. So there was a lot of the same people I was surrounded with. Changing scenery, and then pitching in that sort of cold early in the year. That's something you can definitely learn from. Hopefully you have to apply late in your career, pitching in October. You always think of those classic baseball playoff games, maybe Yankee Stadium, or where it's 30 to 40 degrees out. I can almost visualize like Andy Pettit on the mound. You can see his breath. So you know that baseball at its peak can be in some pretty cold conditions like that. So just learning how to adapt and still perform, it's not so much an issue for some guys as others. I think when they punch out like this.
You're used to the other side of it, right? You're used to getting the
I just don't think I've faced Kopech before. It's something else.
Ooh. Now, it's kind of funny you're talking about playing in. Oh my goodness, what just happened, Wanda? What just happened? All right, E6. That's not great. Is part of that, like the pitching in the cold? Is that from you being like from California? Like what part of the state were you from? Was that?
So Sunnyvale is in the South San Francisco Bay Area, so still very temperate climate. It's no Florida, but for the most part, you don't get snow ever. Just still, those kind of frigid conditions, you don't ever get to experience quite the same. So I've definitely had it better than some of the Latin players that have only ever played in heat and humidity.
Yeah, I guess that makes a lot of sense. I guess that's really the tough thing for them, but at the same time, they kind of get to ease up to it. You end up in Florida there for a little while. You guys almost work in reverse because you go to a lot of times New York or Princeton, and then you end up coming to Bowling Green. And Bowling Green is interesting because you do get some of that kind of almost Midwest cold, but at the same time, it heats up in the summer and gets pretty warm.
Yeah. Playing at home there is usually the best part early in the year when you have to travel up into the Great Lakes areas. Gosh, I can remember having to chart in the Cubs affiliate, which is
South Bend.
South Bend. I think it said 30 degrees, but it was windy. I had to stand up and do my charting because starting pitchers obviously do their charting. Games are not pitching. I think I had about 7 layers on, standing up, jumping around, just trying to maintain my sanity.
Last year, there was a point in time where we actually. I'm just trying to think who was there. It was like I think it was Alan Strong, Shane Boz, Zach Traggett, and a bunch of guys during a game were charting and asked me if they could come and sit in the press box because they were. It was cold. I mean, it was rainy. It was cold. It was the end of the season. It was nasty. Will Bates is all over me in this chat right now. He must be your super fan. Strike out for me, Sean. Yikes.
He is pretty enthusiastic.
That's hurtful. I've never met that guy. I don't even know him, and he's just hating me.
I'll tell you what, we were trying to get him to settle down a little bit over in my stream, jumping over here.
I don't know if there's ever been
chain up the dog on rabies.
I don't know if there's ever been as hated of a radio guy as me in these streams. It just seems like everybody's family and friends are coming in here and just going after me. And once again, Drew, if people want to go and check you out on Twitch and join Will in really enjoying what you have to offer, how can they get to your Twitch stream?
My Twitch name is DStrotty, so the same place you would insert DG Hot Rods here. You would just DStrotty, or if you're active in the chat, I'll kind of drop a comment in there every once in a while. You can just click on my name, or even if you see those emotes that say DStrot pitch, you can click on that and maneuver into my channel.
There you go. Get you a follow if they want to. I'm just trying to think. There's another way. Like, they don't have to just follow. They can also subscribe to the channel, right?
Right. So you can subscribe, and that's how you can get access to those little images you see some people put in. And then sometimes when I'm playing, if I'm in between games or something, I will run an ad. And if you're subscribed, you don't have to sit through the ad. You just watch ad free.
Perfect.
So, leading off for Glasgow.
Now, on that stream, what are you normally doing? Are you playing other players? Is it just, are you going into just like the random stuff, like the ranked seasons? What do you do on your stream?
We do a bunch of different stuff, mainly between 2 games right now, this game, and then I play Call of Duty with some of the other Rays guys a lot of the time. For example, today I was playing with Jake Palomaki, who was there a couple of seasons ago as well. And Carl Chester was also there a couple seasons ago.
We had Jake actually this past episode, 2019, to start the. Well, actually, no. I think he started in Charlotte, and then he came to us. He was there for a while, and then went back to Charlotte. I'll have to see. Does Jake play? Does Jake play the show?
I don't think he does.
I was gonna say we may have to.
I don't believe he does.
We may have. He's a pretty competitive guy. I'd imagine though that we probably have to censor him quite a bit.
He's fun. He's a lot of fun.
He's fiery. That's a good way to put it.
Well, I just saw a fun little interview he had on a podcast or something, referencing in college when he got into a brawl with him, and he's just front of the line with a fireball.
Yeah.
That's the best part about, baseball and all that is, we all love the game, but being around so many great guys that are so much fun, camaraderie of it all, makes even those long bus trips bearable.
Let's go.
Oh. Is that Wander?
No. Who was that?
Brew?
Oh, maybe. That's the second time. I got to tell you this, Drew.
It's Brew.
In my ranked season earlier, somebody threw a slider low and away against him hitting lefty, and he just drove it out to left field. Like it looked like it was going to come down, and it never came down. Ended up like 17 rows deep. Unbelievable. He might be. I'm going to go out on a limb here, but have you played against or had that? Sample was talking about it earlier. That Adalberto Mondesi card, the 85.
I've played against it quite a bit, yeah.
And it's just that card's ridiculous. Like, he has power, even though his stats don't say he has power. He's just always on base, and you can't throw him out. It's impossible to throw him out. I think that playing with him a couple games here, that might be what Brew is.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, he'll start a rally, whether he does it with others or by himself.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. I mean, in real life, like how get on base and all over the place, or just leave the yard on there.
I wish that I would have been able to get to see him in person, because the stories that I've heard about him are just unbelievable, the things that he was able to do. And then to think that there's people, you hear about all those stories, but there's still people and scouts and reporters that are like, Wander's still the best that we've seen in the last 10 years come through. And it's like, boy, that's hard to believe that you have that many top prospect elite guys like, oh no, it's about to get bad.
Ooh. I'm having...
That's a base running error.
I'll tell you what, I was just holding L1 in there, and my guys weren't going anywhere. There was a lot of confusion on base paths.
That's rough. I mean, I'll tell you. It's actually funny. I was talking to Sampin the other night, and Sampin said, what is your online record, by the way?
What is mine?
Yeah.
I think prior to yesterday, I think I was 32-12, and I think I'm 32-15.
Woof. Because Sampin told me that, and I was like, there's no way. He's got to be lying. Oh, maybe not.
A DD card.
Maybe not.
Wow.
Yeah, I told you.
Oh.
Pretty good.
6 Libbies.
Pretty good.
The batter, the pitcher,
I appreciate you letting me get those 2 runs before he turned it on.
I didn't exactly try to let that happen.
I feel like that's not true. I feel like you're being generous. I appreciate it. You're a good guy.
Well, thank you. Oh, I guess I'll just have to take that run with it then.
Better than that Sampin guy, let me tell you. Oh, no. Oh, no.
That guy's Ruth.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. Man, I'll tell you what. Christian Yelich is a liability in the field. In this game, Christian Yelich has cost me so much.
That's why I had to get. I had that Gallo face the franchise card in left field, which was out of position, and every game online, this ball hit out there, and I find myself screaming at Joey to please just catch that ball.
The weird thing is, after they patched the fielding, I have Gallo in center, and he's been fine for me in center. Plus, he's got that monster arm. So it's just like, I don't know.
Oh.
Got him.
I know that feeling. Sometimes you throw a pitch and it's just not where you want it at all, and it works out. I'm talking in real life.
Oh, Samper just told me that I got to figure it out because Yelich just. I mean, I don't know that Brujan card is electric.
You might have to inspire me to get that March to October down and get that Brujan card. It's tough when I have that 99 overall Sandberg card at second.
Yeah, that's true. But he can play center field. Brujan, yeah. He can play center. The arm's not great, but it's better than Joe Carter's.
Huh.
Yeah, I think his arm's like a 77. But speed's a 95, so it's all good. By the way, speaking of Caleb Sampson, we were able to interview him this week and let him celebrate a little bit on our podcast, The Tune Up, which will be coming out tomorrow morning. So keep an eye out for that. Either you can actually get through it through our Twitter, but you could also download it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever else you get your podcasts. So it'll be episode 4 of that. We might have to get you on there.
I am open.
Not doing too much right now, huh?
Oh no, we're still getting some, baseball work in early afternoon, morning/early afternoon, and other than that, a lot of downtime.
What how are you getting like your throwing in and stuff? Because I think one of the things that would be peculiar to me is that you probably have a little bit different. I realize that you're a while removed from it, but does the injury change the way that I should say the injury that's healed, you're good now, but does that change the way that you do anything in the off season?
I mean, there was definitely going to have to be a lot of focus when it came to the preparation leading into the season. And there was a plan where I was going to just kind of jump in maybe a month after kind of everybody else. So at first, season was delayed. Okay, I'll be starting right when everybody else is starting. Not a big deal. But now, further questions, and this would have been my first year completely back healthy. I'm itching, especially, everybody's itching to get out there, but it's just been a while, and we all need to scratch that itch as ball players get on the field, play the game we love. But for sure, just right now doing the best we can to stay on top of the readiness level that we could achieve in the little bit of spring training that we did have, and build upon that. So
I can never figure out where I'm going to end up on the fielder there, so I kind of just let it run, but I looked at the wrong guy, so not great.
So maybe play.
What are we doing to throw right now and kind of keep that up, especially if you guys end up getting called back and have to go out and get some stuff done?
Just kind of keeping the arm in I don't know how to describe it, kind of middle of the pack, playing catch, 4 or 5 days a week, focused throwing, not necessarily, getting, not even like ripping, pitches at hitters or anything like that. Just kind of keeping it ready to go, because there should be a little bit of a build-up period prior to any season starting.
Right.
So just kind of in a holding pattern. More or less of all that.
Have they given you a sense as far as where you might end up this season, or what their plan is if you guys get going?
No, I haven't heard anything specific. I try to approach it all by, taking care of what I can take care of. And there's, in baseball, there's decisions that are made completely out of your control, and you just got to focus on what you can take care of, which is on the field stuff. So, I mean, that's just kind of all you can do.
Sure. Makes sense. Ugh. I really like this earlier card, too. It's the tough part.
Yeah.
It's just a rough one. Good. As long as on the ball, it looked like.
Alright, Wanderers, 1 for 1. You gotta get him out here.
Just remember, this isn't... for some reason, I don't hit very well with him at all. But...
1 for 2 with a line out to shortstop.
Yeah. I've hit a few balls hard. It's just... not going where I want them to. Here, let's see if we can throw a new guy at you.
Your attention, please. Now pitching.
I've faced this card a few times. This one's tough.
Greenhouse.
I know how to say it. When you're trying to read it, it gets all messed up. Isringhausen.
Leading off for the
Yep,
field.
Isringhausen.
The right fielder. Joey.
I do like some of the guys that they put in, because I know before the season they talked about how they wanted to kind of put an emphasis on. Oh, I read that one fine, huh?
Oh yeah.
Not great. I feel like I'm doing better than I did last week. Still not good.
Now batting. The catcher.
Well, you know, Sampson was checking in on me all this week, kind of putting on the pressure, rooting me up, asking what my approach is, and I kind of just had to tell him, hey, like, I'm no you when it comes to the sticks, but you know, I told him my approach is humble and focused.
Yeah, it seems to be working out for you just fine. There's this inner
It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish.
There's this inner tension where at some point I'm going to have to face Miller Hogan, and from what I've heard, that's not a place I want to be. And it makes me scared, because it's kind of like people in scary movies where they go and they think they're having this nice vacation, and yeah, maybe somebody fell into the lake by accident or something like that, not that big of a deal, and then all of a sudden all the bad stuff starts to happen. I feel like Miller Hogan is all the bad stuff on the vacation. It's like, we're doing a Twitch stream and having fun and talking to baseball players, come watch us, and then all of a sudden it's like, watch Miller Hogan chop block me in the back and then jump on top and never let me get back up.
That is too funny.
What are you doing here? I'm trying to
I'm
go into the
I'm gonna,
bullpen?
get the bullpen going.
I don't think you need to. I think you should try and go complete game.
I got some other arms I want to use.
Want to, need to, very different things, Drew.
Right.
Trying to keep this interesting. I've already gotten to the 6th inning, which is phenomenal for me.
See, Glass now has already faced Brujan. I mean, and I know Brujan's coming up. So kind of that, second time lineup turns over.
Maybe that's the greatest weakness that I have. You guys are training your entire lives to remember lineups and pitches that work and all that stuff, and I'm just up here just chucking the ball at the plate. That's what it is.
That's half of what your job.
Now batting. Second base.
Look at they're cheering for the mercy rule now.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And I'm a long way from being able to say that I went wire to wire here. Finally. Phew. That was a close shave.
All right, let's get somebody else in. Let's get a new face going.
All right.
Leading off for the machine.
Ooh, this card's good.
Charlie.
I do know, I did a little scouting yesterday, and I saw that you were confused as all get out, because this is I think it's the 2017 Morton.
Yep.
So
Astros
it's
version.
Astros. Yep, Astros out of the bullpen. He's a reliever in the postseason.
Yeah, I just didn't,
Oh.
it just didn't click that he wasn't a starting pitcher. He was an ace of a staff.
Yeah.
He's really good that year, and he's been really good ever since.
He really has. It's kind of it's a little bit scary, that pitching staff that Tampa has at the big league level, and then they have all you guys coming through, and it's just you know, the pitching staff that we had in Bowling Green last year was one of the best that the team's ever had.
Right.
So it's insane to think that, you know, they really deal from a place of a position of power when they have all that.
Yeah. I mean, it's, you know, you're competitive. We all know that we're playing to try and get to the big leagues and, you know, be Tyler Glass, now Blake Snell's, Charlie Morton, pitchers. But it's also really fun and a great experience to get to be surrounded at a minor level with such great talent. And I think that's why the groups are even better, because we're competitive within ourselves.
And that's a huge deal for any type of athlete, especially the professional ones, though, because if you guys can have that friendly competition within the clubhouse and go out into a bullpen and see who can hit their locations the most or whatever it is, it's only going to make you guys better. Like, if you think about it, when you're a kid, what were the best ways for you to grow? A lot of guys say it's when you were just playing games with your friends and stuff. So, oh my goodness, that's just laziness there. Why wasn't Wander diving after that ball?
Gotta protect that investment. The guy's young.
I've seen him make that play at a lower level than the one we're currently playing at. Oh my. This is not a great way to start the inning.
The shift gives my team troubles because we live up the middle.
Now that third baseman, Alex. On one goal.
Did your own guy just blast you in the chat? He just call you streaky? He just call you streaky?
Yeah,
or is he calling me streaky because sometimes I can get you out and then other times I can't?
I don't know. Sometimes you just got to take some of that stuff with a grain of salt and keep playing the game.
Well, you are really good at
today,
you're really good at this coach speak, huh?
Well, with Will specifically, we spent about 15 minutes trying to diagnose what he was saying in the chat. And just decided, all right, we'll just let him have his moment.
Got to be real terrified of this guy. It almost feels like, though, in the last week, have you had less success with Gallo?
Yeah. I had his gold card and was loving it, and then I upgraded to that diamond face the franchise card, and I've kind of been struggling with him. Seen him bounce back in my lineup a little bit. I used to have him just sitting at the 3-hole.
Let's just overrun the ball. Not great. Down by 6. It's not a good spot to be in. Let's see. Do I have... Yeah, let's go here.
Your attention, please.
No.
Oh. Well, the good news for you is that he can't be in for very long.
Not exactly known for taking pitches either, though.
It seemed to work out there for you. Nope.
Edie's just having one of those games.
10-2. Both sides.
Oh.
Yeah, he's everything he throws has got a certain level of anger behind it. Boy.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
So as you can all tell, I'm not particularly good at this game. I've been trying really hard, though.
Picked over there by that. Idwell?
Hall of Famer should.
Mm-hmm.
10-2. I've committed an error. I think the error is what to blame this on, not the 13 hits.
Leading off for Glasgow.
All right.
It did not help.
What do you say? Just leave something flat right down the middle.
It's flat.
That's not down the middle. That's, yeah. See, Will Bates is on my side. I said, yeah, the error's sold. Oh, that knuckle curve will do terrible things to you.
The bat.
How do you wake up with the sweats? Middle of the night.
Oh, that high knuckle curve is even worse. It's like a humpback whale. There we go. Joe Carter with the dribbler. Not going to beat it.
Pudge is there.
Yeah, that one. It's actually a hard decision, believe it or not, between him and Posey for me.
One of my guys in chat just said, pour it on, Strati, all gas, no brakes. Take his soul. Take this man's soul.
I don't.
That's
I
a
don't
little dark,
have
don't you think?
I don't have one anymore. Caleb Sampin took it, gave it back to me, and then took it again.
Leading off for the Seagulls, the center fielder.
I do really like what they've done with the prospect cards and the throwback cards and the live series, to where you have a very well-rounded past, future, present mix on a lot of the teams that you see.
One of the other things that we also have going on, there's, as you could tell, there's a theme. We have a lot going on right now, Drew. And in a lot of cases, it's probably more than what we had going on when you were here. Now, I guess technically 2 years ago. So one of the other things that we've done is we have a YouTube channel where you can find a lot of the videos that we do, and we'll continue to update that. I even think these may be on there as well. So, yep, I just got confirmation from our producer. Yes, they are. So, if you ever want to go back and relive how great Drew Strotman was tonight, you're more than welcome to.
The left fielder.
Oh God, what does that mean? It's almost time, boys. Do these guys do something when you win in the chat?
No, I mean, you'll see here pretty shortly.
Is it family? Is it family? Oh, is it you?
Yeah, I said yeah.
This is not. I don't know how I feel about any of this right now.
Usually, when I'm playing online, I try to save my created player for the last inning, and I usually I have an Alexa show sitting in my room, so I can ask it to play certain songs. So I usually ask it to play Closing Time.
Oh no. That's just disrespectful. I think Alexa just responded.
Yeah, she said, I'm not sure. I think a little bit too big of a score deficit for Closing Time.
That's disrespectful. That's so... That right there, the level of disrespect actually caused me to strike out there. I'm just jarred by that.
Somebody just said, I think he should rub it in and throw a position player. No, because somebody did that to me yesterday, and it really hurt. Faced Justin Turner and couldn't score a run off of him.
How hard did he throw?
I think his fastball was about 88, and his changeup was about 80.
Your attention, please.
It was closing time after the third inning. Hey, he better be talking about that game last night, not now. That's unfair.
Leading off for San Francisco, the first baseman, Willie McCutcheon.
Pitch Pete Alonso. I'm mildly curious what Wander would do if I put him on the mound.
Based on everything I've seen from him, he probably just pump about 98 miles an hour. With a great curveball.
He'd be fun. Yeah, he'd be plus slider.
From everything I've seen, there's nothing that guy can't do.
Will Bates, Wonder, he said, not Wander, Wonder would get smacked. With the S-M-A-K-E-D. He'd get hit so hard he'd lose the C. Oh, no.
Have the legs.
Oh! Take that.
Joey Gallo robs Joey Gallo of a home run.
That's never going to happen again. That's the highlight of the game right there. I'm going to send that to the local news station. Just my 2 home runs and that. By the way, if anybody wants to replicate the uniforms that we have here, I don't know about yours. I personally made all the Hot Rods logos, and I uploaded them into the vault. So all you have to do, you can search Hot Rods, or you can search for my name, which is just the Murnin 22FC, MURNIN 22, F as in Frank, C as in cat. And you can actually download all this and make your own Hot Rods jerseys too. So, kind of fun. Ugh. I'm just ready to give up now. I'm ready to give you the. Might just have to lay down the bunt here. JK.
Hey, I'm not opposed to a good bunt.
Oh, you're not opposed to a good bunt. I'm not. I've always been a fan of the best way to bunt is to pull back and hit it as hard as you can.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not good at that either. So look at that, 100 right down the pipe.
In 4 years of high school, I never left the yard, so I wasn't exactly known for.
All right, for anybody that doesn't. Oh my goodness! I thought this was a silver card. Didn't you say this was a silver card? You jerk! Look at this.
No, I never said the silver card. That was big news.
What is this pressure cooker, stingy, untouchable? Who did you pay to get this card?
Hey, you played the game.
Wait, arm strength is a 75 and you throw 99? I call shenanigans. You broke this game.
No. I don't throw 99, I throw 100.
Look, you sit 99. That's an issue. Yeah, fake bunt yammer. Yeah, this ninth inning is under review. Got a piece.
Oh, that was for the immaculate inning right there.
I'm on the changeup. Not the fastball. Mercy. Not great. You know what though? 9 innings. Doesn't matter. Does not matter.
Homer.
Does not matter if you finish second to last in the marathon. If you run the 26.2 miles, you've still run a marathon.
Correct.
That's the way I'm looking at it. All right, let's pull up the box score here a little bit. San Francisco Gulls. So you ended up with 12 hits, 10 runs, 12 hits. Okay. 1 walk. That wasn't great. Kopech was not looking sharp today. Sandberg, the best player in your lineup, did not reach. 0 for 5. Didn't strike out either. 9 Ks. I could live with that. Meanwhile, I accrued. 3 hits. 3 hits, better than what I did last week.
2 by Bruhan, 1 by Wander.
Yep. We got the homer. And let's see. All right, 9 strikeouts. So not great. I leave the ball. I think the problem is you're actually a good hitter. So it's like there were a couple balls there on I'm just trying to think here. Whose homer was it? It was maybe it was Gallo's homer where I threw a slider that was like right on the line and you just went down and got it. It's not a bad pitch.
Yeah. Yeah. My strength is definitely the bottom of the zone. For sure. I think sometimes those fireballers at the top of the zone, as we saw with Kopech early, struggle to get to that 102.
Yeah, I probably should have opened with Chapman and then went to Kopech. I feel like it might have been a little different for me. But, Drew, I think that's going to be it. We got through 1 full game. We didn't have to play 2 games to do this. I appreciate you taking it easy on me.
All right, well, hey, I didn't take it easy. D put on the show out there with 2 homers and a double, 8 ribbies.
Yeah, MVP, player of the game right there. But, no, we do appreciate you jumping on here with us and getting this done. And everybody in the chat, you guys have been really good kind of keeping up with this and ribbing me for the entire time. But we certainly appreciate that. Next week, we're going to have Shane Boz on here. I've been baiting him for about a month into doing this, and he finally has agreed. So, keep your eye out for that. Of course, you can always follow us on Twitter at BG Hot Rods. You can follow us on Instagram, BG_Hot Rods. Follow us on Twitch, go to YouTube, check out the blog, which we'll be posting tomorrow for our Flashback Friday post. The tune-up podcast, we have a bunch of stuff going on. We're trying to keep you guys engaged and keep you guys, distracted a little bit through this while we can't play baseball. And Drew, hopefully we get to see you out on the mound there.
I would love for that.
Well, until next time, thanks so much for joining us. And next Thursday, unless there's another NFL draft or something, we'll have Shane Boz on here. But until then, stay safe and thanks so much.